Introduction. Queen's College, originally named the Central School, is the first government school set up in Phong Quang in 1862. First located in Gao Street, Central, Western education was provided to both Chinese and foreign students. In 1889, the new school building at the junction of Aberdeen Street and Hollywood Road opened and the school was renamed Victoria College. It was renamed Queen's College in 1894 and moved to the present site in Causeway Bay in 1950. Queen's College has many notable alumni who contributed much to Hong Kong as well as China in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. They included Sun Yat-sen, Liao Zhongke, Wang Chonghu, Chow Shaosan, Robert Ho Tong, Ho Kai and Li Hizan. To mark the 150th anniversary of Queen's College this year, we would like to issue this booklet to provide a brief history on the development of Queen's College. Central School. In 1862, the Central School was founded in Gao Street, Central, and was larger than other church-sponsored schools at that time. At the beginning, the school recruited Chinese students only with 350 students in total. The curriculum included both Chinese and Western studies, including the 4 books and 5 classics, as well as English and mathematics. The school began to recruit foreign students in 1866. The Central School was increasingly welcomed by the public under the government's promotion of English education. It was the institution that nurtured the first generation of talented and bicultural individuals with bilingual skills. Before the establishment of the University of Hong Kong in 1911, the Central School was once known as the Great College. It was the highest education institution in Hong Kong at that time, and its status is equivalent to a college in the Western world. Victoria College, as the campus in Gao Street could no longer meet the continuous increase in number of students. Governor Sir Arthur Edward Kennedy bought a piece of land at the junction of Hollywood Road and Aberdeen Street in 1876 to build new premises for the Central School. The site was originally a temple of the city god. On April 26, 1884, Governor Sir George Ferguson Bowen presided over the stone-laying ceremony for the new campus, the biggest building in Hong Kong except for the City Hall, at a cost of $250,000. In July 1889, the Central School moved to the new campus and was renamed as Victoria College. By that time, there were about 960 students and later reached 1,400 at its maximum. The Great Hall was also used as classrooms, accommodating 3 classes of 60 students each at the same time. Queen's College. On January 31, 1894, the government announced in the Gazette that Victoria College had been officially renamed Queen's College to distinguish it from other schools with similar name in the area. In 1896, Queen's College abolished its vernacular classes, and vernacular studies became an elective subject. In 1904, the vernacular classes was restored, and equal emphasis was placed on the teaching of Chinese and English. Vernacular masters were appointed to teach Chinese to middle and low-level school children. Other schools also promoted Chinese in their curricula, resulting in the revival of Chinese education. Queen's College. In a new era. In 1912, Queen's College commissioned the first class of prefects and edited a tuck shop. After the establishment of the University of Hong Kong, Queen's College was no longer the highest educational institute in Hong Kong, but it remained an influential institution. Later, it offered the normal class, or teachers training class, which marked the beginning of teacher education in Hong Kong. QG boys were very concerned about current affairs and often participated in social movements. In June 1925, some QC boys joined the labor movement in Hong Kong and Canton, though organizing class strikes, whereas some alumni helped in maintaining public order. Although the final examination was approaching, 80% of senior students were absent from school until August 1926. In addition to active participation in political movements, QC boys were also involved in many diversified extracurricular activities, including debate and photography. They also had brilliant performance in various sports activities such as cricket, tennis, football and swimming. Due to the outstanding academic and sport performance of QC boys, Queen's College's development entered a golden era in the 1920s, attracting more and more students. Classes resumed after the war as the Hollywood Road campus was destroyed during the war. Queen's College resumed classes in January 1947, on 26 Kennedy Road, with 22 students in Class 2, Form 5, and 27 students in Class 3, Form 4. The number of students kept increasing, and by September of the same year, there were 250 students. Because of the shortage of classrooms after World War II, Queen's College could only use the campus in the morning. The vernacular senior middle school, the present Clementi Secondary School, conducted classes on the premises in the afternoon. Under the leadership of Mr. H. M. Williamson, the college soon resumed normal operation. In December 1947, the Yellow Dragon resumed, and in February 1948, the first post-war sports day was held at Caroline Hill. Enrollment increased continuously, and there is a serious shortage in space. As a result, the speech day of 1950 had to be held at neighboring St. Joseph's College. Founding of the new campus in December 1949. The Hong Kong government designated a site in Causeway Bay for Queen's College's new campus, scheduled for completion before the following school year. On May 22, 1950, Governor Sir Alexander William George Herder Grantham presided over the stone-laying ceremony for the new campus, and the construction was completed within 4 months. On September 22 of the same year, the Governor and Executive and Legislative Councillor Sir Mankam Low officiated at the opening ceremony. From then on, Queen's College entered a new era of flourishing development under the leadership of Mr. H. M. Williamson. The centennial anniversary. Queen's College celebrated the centennial anniversary of its founding in 1962. The principal at the time was Mr. Chung King Pak. He was the first Chinese and alumnus to become the principal of the school. Mr. Chung succeeded Mr. Williamson, who retired to England in 1961. The celebrations were elaborate. Governor Sir Robert Brown Black and his wife attended the speech day that year. The school published a special issue of the Yellow Dragon and designed various souvenirs, including commemorative flags, ties, badges, school badges, etc. During the same school year, the Queen's College Old Boys Association Memorial Hall was inaugurated in November, offering a host of facilities to students, including a library, an indoor gymnasium and a canteen. The first swimming gala after the war was held at the new Victoria swimming pool in September 1962. The Morrison Scholarship, appointed by the London Missionary Society, Reverend Robert Morrison, arrived in Canton in 1807. He was passionate about preaching and education, and founded Vinghua College, the Anglo-Chinese college, in Malacca, setting a precedent for Western churches to offer education in the East. Reverend Monison died of illness in Canton in 1834, and churches in Canton and Macau set up the Morrison Education Society in 1873. It established the Morrison Scholarship. The scholarship had a principal of $3,000 for providing scholarships and university funds to outstanding students each year. The Yellow Dragon. The Yellow Dragon is the school magazine of Queen's College, and the debut issue was released in June 1899. The cover of the first issue has a dragon rising against a yellow backdrop. There is also the proverb of Confucius, "All within the four seas are brethren," referring to the brotherhood amongst the alumni. The magazine regularly published school news, information on activities, and updates on graduates. It also accepted contributions of Chinese and English articles and cartoon drawings from teachers and students. The Yellow Dragon is one of the earliest Chinese and English bilingual school magazines. In its early years, a number of issues were published every year. Later it was published 2 or 3 times a year. In 1958, the Yellow Dragon became an annual publication. Since Queen's College had a large number of graduates, and many of whom have made exceptional accomplishments in Hong Kong and mainland China, the information published in the Yellow Dragon has served as a valuable resource for the research of Hong Kong's early history. Notable alumni compared with students of traditional Chinese issue. Those of Queen's College were relatively open-minded, receptive to Western knowledge, and they tended to support Western political and social reforms. Since its establishment, Queen's College has educated numerous bicultural and prominent individuals who have made significant contribution to local affairs and modern Chinese politics. Prominent political leaders and supporters of the 1911 revolution who received their education at Queen's College include Dr. Sun Yat-sen, Ho Kai, Tang Xiaoyi, Liang Dunyan, Chao Shaosan, Tse Chun Tai, Liao Zhongke, Wen Chou Yao, Chan Kam Tao, Lai Manwei, and Wei Tat. Some students have become very successful businessmen, such as, among the first graduates, Wu Laiwen and brothers Robert Ho Tong, Ho Fuk and Ho Kam Tong. 8 houses of Queen's College to encourage teamwork, collaboration and camaraderie amongst students of different forms. Mr. H. M. Williamson established the house system in the 1950s. All Queen's College students are divided into 8 houses: Stuart, Wright, Dealey, Kay, Tanner, Krug, DeRoman School. Schoolhouse was renamed Williamson House when the principal concluded his term. The houses compete against each other in the swimming gala, the sports day and other competitions, and each year the competition scores will be aggregated, and one house will be named champion. School song. The school song of Queen's College first appeared in The Yellow Dragon in 1920. The lyrics were written by acting headmaster, Mr. William Kay, while the melody was taken from the school song of a famous English school. The song was first presented to the public at the Old Boys Gathering banquet the following year. The song has 3 stanzas, and the lyrics were translated into Chinese by QC Old Boy Mr. Rupert Chan in 1997.